Once again, I'm live. Well, today has been quite an exciting day. As some of you may know, I had a lovely weekend in the charming company of Ms. Carla Jenkins, Lex Oliver, Professor Lex, I should say, and Nick and Andrea and Aid and Craig the Monocle, and just lovely, lovely people. Josh, of course. Um, and it was quite tiring. So I was quite pleased today that I didn't actually have to do too much in the way of work. I have spent the most amazing late morning lunch, just surrounded by lots of very, very sparkly bits. Um, a good friend of mine, having a bit of a clear out, has far too much stuff and is very unlikely to list it. So we had a bit of a sort through, and the understanding was that I could buy some of her lovely bits, and I have. So I'll wait and see if anyone comes in, because I know it's a strange time then, Monday afternoon, isn't it? 3 o'clock. So hopefully, when a couple of people pop in, I will start to show you what I've got. I spent more money in one go than I've probably done for a very, very long time. I spent £180 in cash, British pounds, but I have got an amazing amount of fabulous stuff for that money. I have got a bargain. The lady who sold me the stuff is happy because she has some cash and she's got things she needs to do with that. So it's been a win-win and a fantastic sort of a day. So, right, I don't know if anyone's in or not because it's not showing that anyone's here. And it's not like Lex to be late. So I may just begin anyway. Perhaps one day I'll learn to record things and do it as a proper professional job rather than these mad lives. But for now, this is what you get. This is how we roll. So, I don't quite know where to begin. I have a lot of goodies. Now, you know, stuff you can carry in two hands. That is basically just the most amazing thing. I'll show you. There's two people watching. Hello. I don't have to join in. That's fine. I'm just saying hello because it pops up and says there's a couple of people watching, which tells me this is actually working. And it's Josh and Lex. All of a sudden, it just popped in. Hello. Funny seeing you here. Oh dear. Mad weekend, wasn't it? Brilliant. It was great fun. I'm going to show you a very mad pair of earrings. Wait for it. Oh, blimey, everyone's in. It suddenly went bang. It shot off in my hand, as I believe is the cotton phrase for this. I'm showing you a massive pair of mad earrings. I'm going to say hello to who's here because everyone has just jumped in. So hello Josh, hello Lex, hello Craig, hello Bumblebee, still love that name. Hello Lady K Sparkles, that's a fab name. Mrs. Behaudian, hello and welcome. L33 Mrs. and people keep telling me what your name is. And I have a memory of a sieve. Deeply sorry. Gina May, hello. Kristen, hello, how lovely to see you. Jilly Button, living her life her way. That's a good name to have. And Lex is now getting the hangover, which gives you a bit of an indication of just how good it was. So these mad earrings, there's quite a lot to show you, are proper 80s madness. I mean, dear God, if I put that in my ear, I'd have earlobes down to my nips. But they are gold tone. They're not branded, but they've got all these little stones on the top and a kind of a pointy pearl. Sounds like somewhere in Wales, doesn't it? Pointy pearl. Just joking. Carrie. I will do my best. I am rubbish at names. Absolutely appalling. The worst thing is if I get somebody's name wrong in the first place, it's almost impossible for me to then rectify that. Don't know why. So they were a mad pair of earrings. I'm going to have to make a separate part of all the stuff as it comes out. So do bear with me. There'll be rustling. Right, I just don't know where to start. It's also bloody fantastic. How often do you see a miracle brooch on its original card? Miracle Scottish Talisman Brooch. Monty is up the road from Nifty Slip. Oh, you could have a field day making up names, couldn't you? Still, we're just as bad down here in Kent. We have Pratt's Bottom and Badger's Mount. Indeed, they do. So there it is on its original card with its glass stones, if you like, they're glass. And it has a little thing that goes with it. I don't know if they all come with the same card, or if this is a particular arrangement that makes it a talisman brooch. I don't know. Traditional Scottish jewellery originated in early Celtic times. These talismanic brooches were believed to possess magical properties for averting sickness and ill fortune. Always a good thing. They were also exchanged by lovers as betrothal gifts. So there we go, on its original card. Who knew? Lovely. Do like a bit of miracle. Don't see it very often in the wild. Where shall we go next? It really is a smorgasbord of dipping delights here. I just had the most amazing time because Anne and I are the same. Oh, well, our next one loved it too. She literally lives in a house full of jewellery. And we went through one drawer of stuff that she thought, I'm never going to get around to listing this. And some of it she's going to take to the boot fair. And some of it she's going to take to the flea market when it reopens. And some of it she was happy to sell to me. This is a necklace. That's not a busted bit. It's simply that they all move. They're all articulated with little brown crystals, stones on the end. This wasn't branded. I just thought, how cute and unusual. I hadn't seen one like it. You know, it's one of the slightly different ones. Gold tone, pure vintage. Nice little hook fastening. Surprisingly not branded. There we go, you see. Just quite cool. It's very lush, isn't it? I do like that. I'm going to end up stacking things down here and then having to pump them back into my tray. Now, where's he gone? Who wants a little bit of Jesus? Jesus. Oh, hang on, glare from the window. Yeah, professional, we are not. Okay, can I show him without getting the window in there? No problem. Oh, God. Sorry, I'm going to make you all feel seasick. I think he's Russian painted. It's a man in a dress, and I'm taking it that's probably Jesus. And it's kind of all finished off. It's on a wooden base, and it has actually just got a safety pin in the back. But I thought that was quite kitsch and really rather cute. Too shiny, clearly. Too shiny for my window. A decent size. If you want to wear Jesus, why not wear a pretty one? We all like a bit of Jesus. No, that's a bit of a joke. I always used to say Jesus instead of Jesus. It's not just the teeth. Oh, what can I show you next? Oof, yes, this. This is a humdinger of a brooch. Hello, Rachel B. He's big. He's got green eyes. I don't know how truly old he is, but that is a big one. That's a real big one. And he's got all his little rhinestones, which is lovely. He's got a sweet face. I'll get my face out of the way because nobody needs to see that. There we go. I thought he was rather lovely. And being so big and statementy, you know, why not? If you're going to wear a lizard on your chest, make it a big one. Huge. Now, you probably noticed this. This is a keeper. This also came. It's folded. I love this sort of design. It's so smooth and lovely. It is silver. And it not only says 925 on it, but it does have the tiniest set of 4 hallmarks, which, if I never find anything strong enough to read them, I'll find out who made it. Now, I mean, I just want to wear it. I don't necessarily want to part with it. But apparently, the lady was telling me she had a bracelet to match that was folded in the same sort of way, but it got stolen by someone who came to her house, a workman. Yeah. which is gutting. So someone out there has got a bracelet that does the same thing. It's not the heaviest in the world, but it's good and solid. It just happens to fit that finger. Sorry. Oops. Beast. He's a beast. Beast of a lizard. He definitely is great. Oh, and I was going to say, those funny little boots that I found, those who were there will know, those sort of leopardy print pony skin Todd's boots, they're quite pricey, so they're getting listed at quite a good price. Not bad for a £3 pickup. Right, where shall I go next? We all know what this stuff is. Opalite, it's glass basically, but these are faceted. They're bloody heavy, and they've got what looks like a J. Crew clasp on them. I call it that, but the light coming through those is amazing. You can't see it; they just look milky, but they're really heavy. Yeah, I tell her she still had the bracelet. She probably must have in the ring. So swings and roundabouts. Yeah, I do like these nice big chunky ones, mainly because I'm one of those super people whose fingers don't work very well, and a big chunky clasp is a good thing. I love the sound these make. They're very and heavy. So I couldn't leave those behind. Honestly, I could have bought everything, but I wouldn't have had enough money, to be honest. And to be fair, I can probably go back. I'm hoping to have another sort out in a couple of weeks' time, and I will probably buy some more stuff from her then. It'll probably take me an eon to get any of this listed, so I wouldn't hold your breath. And if anyone's deeply keen, probably better to message me through this. This is heavy, and it's tiger's eye. Now, I know I did find some beads the other day that would look great on something like this, but these are all nicely strung together, hand knotted. Really big, really chunky. There we go. Sort of blends in with my hair a bit, really, doesn't it? And falls kind of in the wrong place for me. Oops. But they're super heavy. I don't know if the clasp is silver or not. I didn't actually sit there with my loop pouring over everything. I was too busy making gasping noises over all of her collection. What does that say? An A in a triangle with IL after it. I don't think that's silver. But you know, people don't always put tiger's eye on silver, do they? I'll give that a polish and see if it looks like it might be. Oh, it could be. Let's look on the other side. There's something there. 925. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's on a silver finding, which makes sense really. But that's a beast. That's got to be 32 inches long. And we'll give your neck some exercise. Oh, hello, Welsh Wonderneer. Sorry, I'm knocking that. No, it's not good. Great big beads. I mean, that bead's about 3 centimetres long. It's gorgeous. Ah, right. Well, you did buy some more at the weekend, didn't you, Josh? So, yeah. Admittedly, a tidy up is on the cards here too. I've got a whole bag of stuff I need to file from before I went away at the weekend, and then I've got some stuff from the weekend and just before that I need to photograph. So I like to photograph late in the afternoon. It's not too warm, but make space for more stock. It's my favourite thing, sourcing stock. Oh, I just don't know where to start. Right. Okay, let's start. Whoops. Something a little more delicate. This is very much more delicate. Now, some things have got labels on because clearly it did go through. Very difficult to see. These, what they call wedding cake. Tiny little flowers, all them little roses. And the drop. It's not hanging right because I've had it tangled. Yeah, that looks better when it's not tangled. These sort of things are lovely and delicate. Very, very cute. And that real pale blue. Oh, my fingers are grubby, look, you can see. I do wash my hands occasionally, I promise. Oh, hello, Susan Badwolf. Hello, Rachel B. And you've done your parcels. Yeah, I did mine this morning. before I went round to see her and got those off. Things have picked up fractionally because I was having a bit of a mare of a week last week. I mean, not a lot happening in the sales area. But sometimes you have to speculate to accumulate and just keep going and not let a bad week stop you from finding the good stuff, because it'll get good again. We're all anticipating, my friend was saying this morning that we anticipate people are going to want their sparkly bits for the autumn because, when they actually believe that maybe we can have life again, people are going to start buying. I love these though. Wedding cake. Really cute. Glass beads, of course. I don't know what they're on exactly, but it's very pretty. And old vintage. Next. Yes. Love these. These are more for the sheer tribal feel of them. Big, big things. And these are like millefiori beads, which is an odd combination of millefiori but they're all like that. It needs a bit of a wipe over. It's not brass. It's that sort of bronzy tone. Really nice. Again, quite a long one. Sort of thing that will get caught in my hair, which isn't always what I want. Very, very tribally. Two parcels are sat in the car, Josh. Oh, are they going tomorrow then? I mean, we all know. I mean, because I use Hermes, I know that the pickup I can get away with getting things down there at about 1:30 to 2 at the latest. But if I leave it any later than that, then the man will have been and taken all the parcels. Yeah, quite liking those. It does need a bit of a clean up. What's happened there? Not bending. Oh, it does have a hook. There we go. So it can be undone. So that's 33 inches long. That's quite a long one. But, artisan made, unsuspecting. All these things are always quite popular. Oh, yes. They were Bakelite, weren't they, those earrings? Oh, you see, Lex knows stuff. She knows a lot about jewellery. More about me, and I'm learning. And my friend Anne, bless her, is teaching me more about kinds of jewellery and the names for things. And I love the stones and have a great book on stones. So we're all learning from each other. Okay, this is another. Oh, we'll have the same problem again, won't we? No, stop shining. Stop shining. It's a Russian one. It's one of these painted brooches. I just love these. I can't resist. They're just beautiful. It's got a little signage on the back, which I don't know anything about these. I just know it's lovely, and I think someone else will love it too. But they do have a very ordinary safety pin on the back, so they may be more vintage style than actual vintage. Smelling gross when they're warm. That'll be those earrings then. Yeah, it was nice for me to actually see Bakelite in the flesh because I don't come across it, and I'm not sure I'd necessarily know if I did. Oh, hi, Steve. Yeah, see if it's empty. Oh, is that one of those things that you put the parcels in, like a locker thing? Okay, yes, I thought they might. I like the design of this one. The other one I unsigned, but I just thought because it was Jesus, somebody might quite enjoy that. Bit kitsch. Okay, next. Oh, I had to pick this up. These are all stones. There we go, stick it on my old wrist. It's the kind of stretchy bracelet I like. Some amazing stones. Really interesting forms of things. Do you know that? It's got all circles in it. Lovely. Oh, I'd probably identify them all. I mean, they all look like forms of agate and jasper. That's just wow. And still got good stretch in it. So again, I wouldn't normally necessarily go for a stretch bracelet, but when it's that gorgeous, that's a possible keeper as well. This is not going to be good for reselling if I keep it all. Next, trying to do different things and different things. Right, some of these have got little labels on, which helps me a lot. It's a brooch. There we go. Do it properly. There we go. I love all these. The fine work in it, the detail. I mean, even the back is. You can just see from the way they're made. They're lovely. This is check, and it's aquamarine and pearl. I don't think it's real aquamarine and pearl. I'll have to look more closely. But how pretty is that? Imagine that on a jacket. Just looks stunning. There, that's better. That covers up my face. Right. Yes, you do have to treat yourself, and I've already treated myself to the ring. So it's one of the ones with the doors. You scan the parcel, and it pings the door open for you to pop it in. Okay. Oh, we don't have one of those. That's a bit fancy, isn't it, Josh? Mind you, I mean, it's better than just that little pull-down hatch where you can't get anything a sensible size in anyway. Oh, I love this. I love this. How's that? Art Deco. Lovely faceted glass in almost an amber colour. With little crystal bits in between. Just beautiful. Yeah, Steve agrees. They were Bakelite, yes. Because that's your area, isn't it, Steve? That's quite funny, really. So, oh, yeah, they definitely are. It's one of these screw things that looks like it's going to be magnetic, and it's not. It is a ball. So pretty, these things. See, some of these things, vintage necklaces, people have said come up very small. Now, I'm quite fortunate. I do actually have quite a small neck. Or a big head. Maybe it's that way around. I don't know. And that means I can wear some of these things, but not everybody does. So the measurements are important, but it's collar length certainly, or choker length, depending. And that just feels so nice. It just feels so lovely and sounds good. Does it say anything on the clasp like made in France? Hello, Lisa J. I will have a proper look. I couldn't see anything, because sometimes I can see there's letters even if I don't know what they are. I'm like, could be good. Moonkite. Wow. Okay. Moonkite. Does that look like a cow? Is that why it's called moonkite? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd be interested to know what moonkite is. I'd probably look it up in my very detailed book. There's nothing. There doesn't appear to be anything written on the clasp legs, which is a shame, but it could very well be a French one. But no made in France, sadly. Sometimes you get them with that on, don't you? It's nice. But some things I just go for because I love the style, and I think if I like it, maybe someone else will. Where did that go? Right, Opalite. Which one do I think could be Opalite? Isn't that a strange one with the circles? It looks like a face. Oh, hello, Double Karma. Did you see Mookalite as well, Steve? Mookite. It's not Mookalite, it's Mookite. Well, you know. That's about your expertise, Steve. Right, there's quite a few brooches and things in here, but this is something rather more delicate. This is a coral. Okay. Tiny, tiny graduated beads. Really delicate. Really cute. Little barrel clasp. See, I don't wear things quite as tiny as this because you're never going to see them on me. But that's so cute. Definitely a stone. I think it probably is a kind of, it's not quite as orangey as it's looking. It's what you call a coral pink. The one with the circles. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, because that's my area. I know about fossils and stuff because I used to be very into studying fossils. So it's something fossilized. Possibly. Or a bit like a malachite where you get that kind of circular bubbles pattern. They are amazing though. Oh, Mookalite is a type of jasper. So this might be Australian. It's a possibility that this could be Australian stones because they don't look so familiar to me. And this one here is almost blue. It's sort of blue and pink. Incredible. Really, really interesting. I'm going to have some fun researching that. Now. Steve's talking shite. Oh, hello, Mr. Diggs. That's Adrian, isn't it? Hello. You're digging out a profit because you've changed your name from last time. Hello. Right. And this one is the round version of the Opalite. I love glass. Beautiful. Really nice. Again, I don't know exactly how old it is. It may not be. It may just be from recently. But I quite like the way they put tiny crystal between each of the big round stones. All the same size, not graduated. Oh, I have a thing about glass. I really like glass stones. Rachel B., you dark horse. Well, you have to let us know what the crystal book is and we'll have to have a look. Oh dear, so he's getting jealous about what now? Eh? Who, what now, where now? Steve knows his stones. Jolly pleased to hear it. Oh yes, do. It's always good fun when you get things out of charity shops and hello veranda files. Right. Onwards, what have we got here? I do like a big brooch. And this is a big brooch. Proper marcasite. Lovely crystals. I mean, that's a real bling. It is actually... it's kind of an abstract floral, I suppose, is probably the kindest thing to say there. But it was so big. I don't think it had a signature. She says, having lost her loop. No, there it is. I'm glad you consulted Mr. Steve, master of the stones. Yes. Yeah, I don't think this one's terribly old. And again, it's not signed, but, you know, I can live with that. When it's just such a lovely thing. I mean, that's quite a size. Pin that on. People are going to see you coming, aren't they? On a jacket lapel. Oh, sorry. Itchy nose. Right. Back to something that is vintage. This is a hunker-munker. It's just the size of the damn thing. I mean, it's... I can't do that one. So, yeah, it's quite a size. That reminds me of the... What is it? The things that the Queen wears, you know, these are the great big medallion jewel things. It is actually... It has a bail as well. So it can be worn as a necklace. And this one is signed Y and J. So although I wasn't totally mad about the fact that it was sort of brown, I just thought that's really quite nicely constructed. And it is signed, so that was rather nice. I mean, that's got to be... It's nearly 3 inches across. So that's quite a corker. Do you like Kirsten? Yeah, we like Kristen, I should say. I must stop doing that just because I know someone called Kirsten. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? We do like a statement around here. Oh, these are cool. Now, these are an Art Nouveau, I can't undo them now, an Art Nouveau pattern, but no one ever wore anything this size or this unsubtle in the Art Nouveau period. They are earrings with a lovely lady. Oops. I'm lost when you have silver hair. They'd see you coming in those. It's like the moon is full. Is that why you're called? Oh, now. Easy. So, a pair of sizable earrings. Don't think they're signed. They're not precious metal. It was simply the fact that I've never seen anything that big. They do look like shoe clips, but I promise you, these are supposed to go on your ears. They've got their proper clasp and all. They do. I suppose you could use them as shoe clips if you wanted. Yeah, honking great things. And sometimes it's just, that's so weird. I like the idea. Well, that's very gracious of you, Mr. Stee, giving Lex a chance and all. She's probably one of the most successful resellers I know in terms of, knowledge and selling things. Two of the criteria we're supposed to apply to reselling things. This I rather liked. Maybe I can get it where it's not all kinked up. There we go. These are all forms of, yes, you guessed it, Lex, agate. They're all forms of agate on a brass chain with these rather sweet little filigree kind of stations between and a simple hook clasp. So that's quite nice with a little Y thing there to go into the valleys. What's that on the end? Don't know. Not sure that adds anything to it, but it's a slightly tribally feel. But they're quite nice stones. They're sharp there that way. Pinky ones, orangey ones, clear ones, bluey ones. Really well sweet. I just liked it. I like things with stones in. There was, yes, the Art Nouveau definitely had a revival in the 70s. I think these could have come from them. I just have a feel they're slightly more real because of the size of the damn things. That's an 80s sized earring with a Art Nouveau theme. But hey ho, they're unusual, and sometimes unusual is what I get interested in. It's like, haven't seen that before. Got to get them. I know, I love pearls and crystals and things, and I thought this was a really rather good example of a various coloured pearls, sizes of pearls, strands of pearls, and I quite liked it because it has an opening. It's on silver, I should say. That didn't hurt, the fact that it was on silver, but it has one of these sort of slide openers. So really nice, really pretty. Love the colours. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I've got to put it back together again. Give me a minute. It's not signed by... Oh, no, how did that go? Went that way, didn't it? There we go. It hasn't got a signature of a maker, but if I remember correctly, it does say 925 on the end. But I'm not seeing a signature, which I don't mind. I do love coming across signed pieces, but sometimes the style of them is just so sweet. How can you not? As you can see, it was quite an extensive spend up today. Right, where should we go next? Ooh, yes. It's a brooch. It's lucite, and it's showing up really badly because of the window. So good. And it's just pinged open. It's actually been carved out from the back and painted, reverse painted, with a little bit of pink. Some of it's clear and some of it inked. I thought, oh, that's unusual. Quite like the idea of that. No signature. There we go. It has just a very simple... I thought it was going to be a trombone clasp, but it isn't. It's just kind of a very long C clasp. So that gives it some sort of age. There's a lot of people that love their roses. I was trying to work out if some of the stuff had actually washed out the back or not. But hard to tell. It's quite nice as it is. Nice and subtle. Steve's taken a bow and being so gracious. Oh, this has to be one of the favourite things I've got. This is very Villanelle from Killing Eve. So how could I resist? It's silver. It's stabby. Yeah. I'm not really showing you. There we go. It is a Mark Homer. So I wrote it down for me. I think it's Horner. He has signed it very, very faintly signed, but it has got 95 as well. But I mean, it's not as long as some hat pins used to be. Apparently, it used to be a lot longer, but that's about 6.5 inches long. I just love it. Love, love, love it. Like, I'm going to wear a hat. You can't wear a hat with this hair. Everything just slides off. But with a pin that big, maybe it would stay on. Oh, hello, Sea Glass Kaz. Nice to see ya. We all like silver stabby things. I thought you'd like it, Lex. I was very taken when I saw that. Right, where should we go next? Do this up and make it look a bit neater. This is another unsigned piece. Unsigned but gorgeous. Necklace in what I thought was quite an unusual colour. It's that, is it cat's eye moon glow? That just different. It's a really warm orangey colour. Really nice. A simple hook. Not on a precious metal, they're glass, obviously. Ah, just so, so, so sweet. And so lovely. Just felt nice. It just felt nice. I'm starting to run out of space here. Oh, there we go. Well. Where should we go next? I know, a brooch. That's an eyeful, isn't it? Rivoli stones, pink, and a sort of a AB kind of bluey one in the middle. Again, I just haven't seen anything quite the same. I love Rivoli stones. Unsigned on the back. It's very plain. But just stand out. Just lovely. Like a flower, I suppose. Not huge, but it packs a lot of punch for its size. I know some people like that. Right. Let's keep digging. It's a small bag. Like I say, all of this stuff I paid £180 for, and if I were to convert that to dollars for anyone who's dollarish, I would say that's probably around $2.40, something like that. Approximately. It's a very rough guess because it's been many years since I went to America, I can tell you. I love this. Delicate as if. No, let's do it the right way. Oh, dear goodness me. Right, there we go. Beautiful green colour. Delicate little things here. Just such a tiny, tiny wee thing. How elegant. There was something on the clasp, but of course I didn't have my eyes in at the time. Might be a maker. Maybe not. Let's have a look. WBS. That's what it says on the little thing. It's WBS. But this one in an amber colour. Yeah, that's probably Edwardian. Because they certainly got that look about it. Just fabulous. It looks a bit bluer on screen. It is a proper, amazing shade of green. How could I not? You know, these will all go to lovely homes when I let them go, when I get around to it, and they'll be loved and worn, and that's far better than being sat in a drawer and not appreciated. And this stone, I believe, this glass, I believe, is what's called Dragon's Breath. It's meant to look a bit like opal, and it certainly gives a bit of that effect. It's quite a decent size, starburst pattern, or it could be a starburst or a sunflower, perhaps. Don't think this one was signed. Not seeing anything. Tiny bit of wear off the back, but it's off the back, not the front, so I don't see why somebody shouldn't enjoy that. Ward Brothers. Thank you, C. Now I'm just waiting for C to go. Yeah, I thought it was Ward Brothers. Making a note of that. I am still on the learning curve very much with Julie, but God, I'm loving the journey. It's just fun. So much fun. I'm going to show you something Try and ring the changes now. This is, I'm going to check it first. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's Trifari. I want some good books on Trifari and Monet and Sarah Coventry and all that, but I don't seem to be able to find them in this country. This is a brushed silver tone. They're quite popular leaf design. Just really nice collar length necklace. Oh, there we go. I should know it's Trifari because look, there's that funny little thing that's a T with a crown. Did he? I believe you, Lex. Oh, hello. Everybody's in. Aye. So nice to have everyone in. It's a Monday afternoon. I don't feel very Monday-ish. This has really made my week. This is another tiny graduated necklace. Now that looks really awful on my screen in terms of colour. It's colour correcting it to make it look really icky, but it's not. It's the palest green. Really lovely thing. It's very cool to the touch, which makes me think could be jade or jadeite. Excuse my wrinkly fingers, I'm just trying to show you that. Very well made. I should have a look at the clasp, which has a very Art Deco feel about it. Needs a clean, that's for sure. It says something. Definitely says something. Where's my cloth gone? Give it a rub. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Probably make that out, to be fair. Well, it's Czechoslovakian. It says Czech. God, my eyes aren't that good. So if it was Czech, it'd be glass, wouldn't it, more likely? I can't say mad. I can't possibly. But anyway, so maybe it is glass, but it's just so tiny. How could you make glass so tiny? It's a little bit loose. You see that it probably needs a restring. And they're not knotted between. So I've got to be very careful with that, because if that breaks, they're going to go everywhere. And you can see how tiny they are. Teeny tiny delicate thing. I'm going to put that in a bag. Because I do not want that crashing against anything else. But these will all go back into the basket to make friends with each other overnight. Because they're not going anywhere for a while. This is one of the more, I would say, regular items, really, because a lot of this stuff has been unusual and I haven't seen it before. This is a silver necklace. Nice Celtic design. Nice little symbol there. Don't know which one that is. I'm not too au fait. It's on a lovely silver box chain. Can't see anything written on the actual thing itself. I will do my research, because that's how you learn, by doing your research. It certainly works for me. Once I've seen it and I've gone, okay, that really is this, that and the other. Most things tend to stick in my mind. It's just there's such a lot to learn with jewellery. BGE 925. So that's the design of the BGE. So I will research that. I will write that on the bag. BGE. Oh, hi, Still. It's too hot to type. It is very hot down here, isn't it? This is from my jewellery friend, Steve. Yes, definitely. We did miss you on the weekend. You know, hopefully, because you and I are not a million miles away, then have to be an opportunity for a kind of Kent and East Sussex meetup, if you know what I mean. I hope everything went well when you had to go and see the dentist, because that was the timing, though. What is it with teeth? But I hope all's well, and if it's fixed and it was worth doing. But here comes another hunker munker. I think it's meant to be like a bow. So I really ought to perfect the art. I love it when people do teeth should be polished. Then I'd be like, no. That's not a good look, really, is it? Lovely, lovely diamantes in there. Some pave stones as well as the little crystals. Very blingy and shiny. Slightly yellowing. That does happen, which is annoying. I don't think this piece is signed. I'll have a look, but I don't think it was. This is much more. I think that's more of a modern piece. You know, when you look at the back, but they're kind of open set, so who knows? I just thought they had a certain charm to it. I have got some box sets of things I will show you at the end as well, because that's quite something. Okay. Right, a lot of driving for very. Oh, little actual result. He only looked. You could have done that. Could have done that by FaceTime. Good God. Oh, well, I hope it gets sorted. That's annoying. It's really shit. Right, this will show you pretty things. Maybe that will distract. This is a. Sure, that's not how that goes. Don't think this was its original chain. Well, that maybe it is. Here it comes. Big rope chain. And ta-da! There's another beast. That is a beast. I mean, look at the thickness of it. It's check with a check glass. And I'm assuming faux pearl. And that lovely glass. Quite a lot of nice detail work in there. Let's try and do this properly and not make you all dizzy. There we go. These little drop bits at the bottom. Quite like the leaf thing in the middle. Oh, it's got bright there. Leaf thing in the middle. Now, yeah, I'm not sure this is the chain or the way it was meant to be fixed. Ah. Well, there's something in that very middle bit at the back. There's a tiny little something in there. But it'll take better eyes than mine to work out what it is, I think. Definitely, it could be a number. I don't really know. But the chain itself, which may or may not be, it may be a marriage, they may not actually go together, says Sarakov. I don't know it. I'm dubious about that being Sarakov, but the chain is. Right, let's see what happened here. Your welding is vulnerable to affection. Right. It's okay to be left for now. Oh, right. Similar as legs. Yeah. But it sounds like you have to go a long way to get it, which seems somewhat unfair. Yes, I was thinking, and especially as what I think it's numbers on the back. So they've married a Sphinx and a Sarah Coventry with what I can only describe as a very poor ring thing. And this looks like it's slightly bent, and if you bent it, it might snap off. So be very careful with that. Yeah, I've got a few things that have got numbers that I think are Sphinx. Well, this was nice and different. I'll do it without a chain. Here we go. A Viking ship seen there. Long pin. Noted. Long pin, simple C clasp. And it says on the back, OBI Tin, Norway. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, ooh, I do like, I don't know, just drawn to these sort of things. Nice Viking longship. Yeah, lovely. Really like that. So I'll just see if I can find out who OBI is, and then we'll know. Right, we're coming down through. The path's coming down a bit now. Now, I liked this. Is it Monet? I think it might be. Let me have a look. Anyway, let me show you. That probably makes more sense. Very difficult to see. They're all different little kind of nicely set. I'm thinking they're probably glass, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll have a closer look. Look like nice little glass rounders there. Tin is the maker. Yes, I didn't think it was tin as in the material because it had me there for a while. Ah, this is Monet. I think, yeah, this is Monet. I can tell. So, and again, that's a nice short length, but a bit different, having all the different coloured. I'm sure they are glass. All the different coloured stones in. Just gives it a bit of variety. I think that one's just very grubby. I'm going to be doing a bit of cleaning. Yes, I would say those are glass. I would say they're glass, but they're like a nice unusual thing. So quite pleased with that. Pleased. This is Sphinx. The moons. It's got moons on it. It's got round ones and teardrop shaped ones, and oh, I love these. Gorgeous. All stones present and correct. Just wonderful. See, when you look on the back of this one, you can see how they're made. Really nicely made. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. A534 and the tiniest, faintest rounder, which is Sphinx. So yeah. Please don't. Oh, the tiniest one is missing. Saying all its stones are present and correct. Yeah. Okay, a couple of. But that's so gorgeous anyway that someone's going to want that. They're the ones that are missing right on the end of the crescent and the moon because they're tiny. Oh, I love them. They're so textural and interesting, those ones. Guess what? Another one. Same kind of design. Moons again. Just different colourway. Different colourway. And that one actually has got all of its stones, even to this green, orange, brown, kind of, I guess what they call autumn colours. Autumny colours. And that also has its markings on the back to say that it's Sphinx. So, yeah, they just feel quality, don't they? They just have a feel. I really rather like those. And seeing as I'm here, it'd be rude not to include another one. Sphinx. This is kind of a horseshoe shape. I love the colours in this. It's all Aurora Borealis, as well as the moons. It's a little grabby. I thought it was missing a stone, but it's not. It's just a little grabbified. And again, that nicely made back. And this one, I think, will probably just have a number. Yeah, S75706 or something like that. So I guess they're like the model number or the star number. That's a little bit smaller than these big ones. But I've started a Sphinx collection, clearly. Yeah, it's a shame it's missing, but they're the tiniest ones. If I were to sell it and declare those, then because they'd be almost impossible to replace, they're so tiny. Right, so back to something quite small. Oh, you're getting jealous still. Yeah, I mean this was. I had no idea what to expect or what was going to happen or how it was going to work, because especially when it's a friend, you want them to feel happy and to get what they need, but you also need to be sure you're not kind of paying out or going too much the other way. I'm delighted with all of this. I think I've done very well, and I hope that she's pleased too. What's that? Why is that like that? Just worked out. got jumbled up on the way back, and a little droplet has moved. I'll just put it back in position so that it actually looks like a proper necklace. Tiny, tiny thing. Tiny, tiny thing with a wee drop. Yeah, more jewellery in ages. Lex, I think that's possibly a little lie. There's a very delicate sort of clasp here. Very, very delicate. I'm having a look and see if I can see anything in terms of a signature. But there's not really anywhere to sign anything. It's all so small. It's a jolly nice colour, but it is just so tiny. Cute little delicate style. Hours. Did you, Lex? Did you buy a job lot today? Put that there. Right. Oops. Another wee hunker-monker of a brooch. Again, a bit unusual. I just thought, all open set. With the open back there. I always think things that come with a little safety chain are going to be alright. Decent quality, but the safety chains then get caught up on everything. It becomes a pain. I don't think no, it has something on it. Let me have a look. Nothing today or yesterday. Well, yes, you were travelling yesterday, Lex, in all fairness. That's got 33 on it, so I'm not entirely sure what that means. I'm not entirely sure that the little safety chain does belong to this. Maybe it does. It's got a bit smushed on the back, but pretty crystals, definitely. Quite cute. Oh, it's funny how jewellery gives you an itchy nose. Yeah, we're doing quite well on the brooches front here. We had... Oh, I liked this. It's now the stain when you look through it, or crystal, sometimes gives you hints of yellow, but then it seems like it's got blue in it. It's very unusual. Surrounded by some pearls. Surrounded by some pearls. Faux pearls, I'm assuming. It's just facet cut and just something about it. Something about it said, buy me, sell me. Citrine. Oh, that's a thought. Yeah, it could be actually. It's just that unusual where you see one colour and another. Yeah. Could be citrine. I will certainly look into it. It all needs a bit of a wipe up though, because it's obviously collected dust over the years. I'm very happy with that. Oh, I think this I picked out just because I liked it. Because look, it's a moon. It's a moon. Maybe a reasonably modern moon, I would imagine. But I love things like that. Just so pretty. Faux ametrine. Faux ametrine. Ah, no, I hadn't heard of that. Because I wasn't sure what ametrine was. So, oh, hello, Pamela B. Welcome. I don't mind people being late. It's fine. Amethyst and citrine in one stone. Faux ametrine. Wow. Yeah, I don't think there's a signature on the site. It was just because it was bright and blingy, really. I would say it's definitely a more modern one. That's more vintage style, but I just love it. Look at that. Bling bling. Imagine that in a nice black jacket. So lovely. So yeah, not everything is necessarily vintage. But of course there's got to be a pussycat. And there she is. Little brooch. A little bow around the neck. Kind of a cute face. I like a cute face. Yeah. Again, not signed. You know, it's not going to be anything completely amazing, but I can't resist a little kitty. Yes, I'm sure I must find your book. Rachel B. Okay, what have we got here? Now I've got another piece of miracle, and this one comes with its label, made in Scotland. So clearly not being used or worn, with its correct chain. There we go. All those lovely glass beads, Celtic flavour. Whoops, sorry, I was just about to collapse there. Nice Celtic flavour to it. Always popular. Very 60s, 70s feel. It's a nice thing. A very, very nice thing. So yeah, 2 bits of miracle. Hardly ever come across it. It's your friend Jo Moon's birthday today. She could have had this stuff. Oh dear. That's a great name though, isn't it? Jo Moon. Yeah. It's a great name. I'm not surprised you're jealous of that. Oh, hang on. I've got tangles. What's happened there? No, you can't belong to 2. That doesn't work. Oh, that's got hooked up. There's another beast of a brooch. Oh, look at that. Tis a humdinger. It definitely glisters, but it's not gold. I didn't see if this had a signature either. There's a bit of wear on the back. Quite nicely made. Oh, I think it's Sphinx again. There's a number, which is no surprise. It's got the sort of the combination round stones, faceted stones. Just looks like their work, doesn't it, really? I might have to start collecting Sphinx. I've got 4 already. Oh, now this was entertaining. Cute ring. There we go. Lots of little stones. And it's a gold wash over silver, so it's vermeil. How cute is that? So tempted to keep. Nicely put together. Well made. Yeah, I just love all the colours. Like, wow. Fabulous. So that might not be going anywhere. It's better than the crown jewels. Always makes me giggle when you talk about the crown jewels. When my son was tiny, we had some friends over from Alaska. Well, family. Yes, we have a strange family. And we took them to London because they'd not been before. And we took them to see the crown jewels. And my son was kind of that small age when they sit on your shoulders. So he must have been about 3, I reckon, because any bigger than that, it wouldn't have worked. And boy. And when he went round, he looked at them and he came in. And I said to him, how much do you think those jewels cost? And he said, 99p at the top of his voice. It's hilarious. Still, they did look a bit Primani-ish, though. They looked a bit over the top. You'll bring the tights. Now, hang on a minute. Midnight Heist. I thought, when I first looked at that, I thought Midnight Feast. Shows you where my mind is. This is beautiful. Another one of these very Edwardian-y style. Cute necklaces. Just gorgeous. Just fabulous. This might be another. Let me have a look. It's something. It's another. What's it now? Another WBS. Look, I've written it out and I can't read the handwriting. Kind of a doofus, am I? So yeah, it's another one of those, and it's gorgeous. So I should put that with. Is it this one? Put it with the other one that said that. I've got such a mess of things here now. You would not believe it. Beautiful, nice cut glass. Those sort of tights. You like a sheer Denny, eh? Here we go again with the fantabulous jewels. It's red, it's pearls, it's blingy gold. Really nice. Not so big, that one. That's more of a subtler wear, isn't it? Susan, we would all look better in a balaclava, I feel. Oh, no. Right, I don't think this one's signed. Or at least I'm not seeing one at the moment. They're not quite such high end. But hey ho, quite charming. And I think we've got a few brooches. Don't you love a brooch that's like that on the back? I mean, what beautiful construction. See them like that and I think, wow, that's the front. I think I've got a smaller version of something very similar to this. It's all layered. This one's purples. Just, oh, love these. I just love these. Again, why would you not sign something like this if you made something so lovely? Nope. I cannot see a signature. You'd think you'd be proud if you made something like that. God, I would. Oh, here's another beastie thing. Right. This one is very full on. All the colours. And it's a sort of very puffy kind of plump style with that on the back. Just, it's not quite as bright purple as it's looking there. It's more of a much deeper colour in the flesh. And these little ones around here are AB stones. But yeah, just outrageous. I'm not sure if the chain goes with it, because it seems to me to be a slightly different gold tone. But the chain is a rope, quite a long rope, and it is signed Hong Kong, but it's very lightweight. So it's one of those super lightweight chains. And the pendant itself feels heavier, so it's made of a different thing. Probably a marriage of convenience there. But I do have other chains that might go better. Right. I thought this was so cool. Very Art Deco. A nice long design. I mean, that's got to be... No, it's not quite 3 inches, about 2 3/4. It's just got all these lovely tones of enamel running through it. A little bit of bling. And I found a trombone closure. I've heard about these and not seen them. So that makes it a little bit older. So it isn't just a modern copy, I'm assuming. Oh, they'll fiddle these though, can you imagine? There we go. The back is very plain. There's not anything much, nothing to see here. Is it Beck? Is this a Beck? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think Beck isn't signed, is it, from what I remember? Yeah, it's quite possibly a Beck. So I might be able to get... There were others that were very similar. So if Beck is a good thing, which obviously I will look up, then I may be able to go and get some more. Notes to self, you see. Do need to remember these things. I love that. I love the rectangular shape. And I have sold... I think I sold a Beck before. I'm sure I did. And the thing is, the trombone clasp doesn't want to stay shut. Could be an issue. Use that for a bit of checked glass. Very vibrant red with these little flowers around the edge. Love that filigree work. There's the back of it. Oh, is that something in the middle? Or is that just a fixture? No, it's not a signature, it's just a mark. Do like that. Pearbecks. Ah, that's how you spell it. Yeah. I will do some research, but like I say, I may be able to get a couple more of those. in time. Is this Peking glass? It's check again. I love these brooches. They have such a feel. Such lovely feels. Really nice stones. And the filigree back. That's so pretty. There's something about that shade of green. I do like green. Well, I like all colours, but not averse to a bit of green. Here's a bit more Dragon's Breath. Doesn't do it justice on the camera. It's much more vibrant than that. It's really in your face, blingy blings with some rhinestones around green turquoise. I think it's glass actually, just from this angle. Yeah, it's definitely glass. Has that sort of mottly. Anyway, let me get it a bit closer. You'll be able to see. There you go. That's better, isn't it? See that glass thing there? Yeah, I have had green turquoise, and I'm very, very fond. I don't think this is signed either on the back. Oh, I need to clean that. Oh, it's grubby. It's a mucky little brooch, but it's good. Right, we're heading towards the end of the brooches, and I can show you the little sets, because they're all in boxes, the things. It's just come undone. I've just stabbed myself. How cool is it? Tiny but cute. Little moonstone. All glass probably. Seems to have crescent moons on it. 3 little pearls. Teeny tiny. Ah. So this one possibly might be an Ega. Right, we'll put that over here for more research. Because she did have a couple of bits that she thought were Niga, and was keeping those to sell, so she might not have thought this was Niga. Peking glass. Okay, I'll put that there, and then I won't wear. Are they okay for things with stones in? Because I was always a bit wary of cleaning things with stones in case they all dropped out, because that would be a pain. Is that Orenzo or Norenzo? It might be Orenza. Orenza. That's the make of this teeny tiny one. I have actually got a sonic cleaning kit, but like I said, I haven't actually dared to use it because I don't want all the stones to drop out. Might give it a go though, because there's a lot here to be cleaned. Here we go. Dragon's Breath and Opalite. With the purple in the middle. Really rather cute again. Florenza. Oh, Florenza. Oh, I couldn't see that. It must have been worn off. There's the back there. Where is she? Oh, be Florenza. Quite possibly. It's when things get stamped into things that aren't flat and then they don't. Yeah, actually, now you said that, Lex. That is Florenza. Thank you. Thank you. Let's have a good peek on here. Don't think there's a signature to be had. Nothing to see here. I like that. It's just so cute. Again, quite a decent size. Pretty. It's just jewellery heaven here. It's all stacked up in front of me. Right. Oh, no, one more little brooch before we go into the sets, which I really rather like. So let me show you that. It's kind of cool. Again, it had a Celtic-y feel to me. And it's like a flying saucer that way. Can't see a signature, but we'll have a little look. Seeing as we're here. Nope. Unsigned, but it's a very simple C clasp, so I'll probably put some age on it. And I really rather like that. Vintage vibes. Yeah, let me try and remember what I've got in these. So as you can see, I had a lot of items from my 180. Didn't realise quite how many we had. This is Dragon's Breath which is meant to look like opal. This is a set, brooch and 2 earrings. How cute is that? I'm thinking they're possibly unsigned. They are pierced earrings. And I'm not seeing a signature or anything on the back, but that's fair enough. So they're very, very cute. I haven't really done much in their selling sets, so this was all a bit of a, I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on, I've missed something here. Kittens. Something including kittens. We don't clean a kitten in a sonic tank. They wash themselves. Thank you, Rachel B. Oh, you really want a cat? Yeah, cats are the best. Cats are absolutely the best. This is a 1950s Dear Monty necklace. Kind of cute with all these different shapes. With the way the teardrops are up and down, up and down. Quite charming. Unsigned, but lovely. I don't really want my face behind it. There we are. Oh, hang straight. And there we go. Have you now? You might even... Oh, yeah, that would be very difficult to have a pet if you went home. It'd be very unfair on both of you, I think. But how cool if you get to live in New Zealand for half the year. I'm hoping it's their summer that you'd be going to rather than the winter, but hey-ho. It's a rather nice thought. I always wanted to go to New Zealand. Would still quite like to, but I've never been. Came quite close to want to emigrate at one point. It was a very close thing. I didn't, but I looked into everything. This fascinates me. I love this. And she's got lovely designer silver and enamel. And it is a lovely designer silver and enamel. I've never seen anything quite like that. I mean, I couldn't wear it because I'd be worried I'd crush it. Little tiny little flowers. Just beautiful. That's a kind of a collar length one on a silver chain. Very thin chain too. Needs a bit of a polish, but that's not a problem. But, I mean, wow. Wow. What can I say? That's so unusual. Oh. Your cat Sarah is 17 and a half. Oh. Cats protection. Oh, I've had cats from cats protection, kittens, and yeah, amazing. Yeah, road trip New Zealand. Can you imagine? Reseller road trip. Yeah, let's go to New Zealand. Why not? Your Fiona's 18 and a half now. Oh, my cat Shadow, very much my familiar from some time ago. He lived until he was nearly 20, I think. Nearly 20. It's difficult to show these properly, but they're checked. Difficult to show them at all, really, if you're that clumsy. Okay, let's take them off the thing. This is wonderful. It's so pretty. I love this shade of blue. Now, what I can see has happened is if you just come a little unhooked, that's an easy repair. Even someone who doesn't do repairs, I can fix that. Yeah, I should be using my fix. Okay. Let me actually show it to you. I'm just dangling it around meaninglessly. Throwing it about. Yeah, lovely, lovely beads. These are all separate. Little stack of beads there. And a nice big one at the bottom. Just so cute. And unusual. Oh, stall. Don't tempt me. I've been offered a free house. The magic in that. Most cats don't act their age. They're a bit like these were really. And they're the earrings that I think may go with the set. It's hard to tell. They're clip-ons. But that colour blue is amazing. Grape clusters. They do remind me of grape clusters. But they've kind of put a stone in between that's darker, and then these are little separate bits. As you can tell, I've got all of the keywords for this. There's some serious research to be done. But it's all glass, and it's all absolutely stunning. Just wow. I'm going to have to tidy these all up later on. Yeah. Oh, wow, Storm. Yes, I'd be more likely to come and see you when we're in Brighton than New Zealand, to be fair. More doable. But wow, you know. That sounds like an opportunity that you should not miss. I want a house sitter. Wow. Wow. Let's all go to New Zealand. Yep. How's that for a set? Oh, God. Really? I do lives and I can't even show you the stuff. So, a pair of clip-on earrings, shield-shaped. They're check glass. Very textured. You know, stand up. A little bit of tarnishing there. I don't think that's a major problem. Yeah, they're definitely a set because the stones in the middle are the same. The stones around the outside are a slightly different colour. But just, you know, beautiful. Just beautiful. How's that for an earring? Amazing. I don't think these are signed. Because generally they're not. But astounding, really. There were some things she picked out as we went through, and she said, "Oh, I think I'll list her." I said, "Yeah, I think you should." I've been encouraging her to list on Etsy, which is why I'm encouraging her to list on Etsy. When A, I'm trying to buy stuff from her, and B, I don't do Etsy yet myself either. It's beyond me, but I do think she'd do very well on Etsy. This was more of like a mad thing, really. I don't know who Ellie Starr is. Contemporary women's fashions. This is obviously from way back in the 80s when really ugly jewellery was a thing. I mean, Triffid or what? I mean, it's kind of detailed. I'm trying to show you. Kind of detailed. All those little things. I can't exactly tell you what it's made out of either. Leather? No? Ceramic? And it's got that on the back. So it is signed. It might be something that someone likes. Of South Island. Yeah, you definitely want to be there in summer then. It gets a bit chilly over there. I've got a friend that lives over there. So that's kind of strange. Wasn't too sure about that one, but you know, hey ho. Sonic Cleaner. Oh, okay. Yeah. I will check out Lee's video because he does some good stuff. You could. Be very heavy suitcases, mind you, but yeah. Friendly plastic. Oh, I've never heard of friendly plastic. Sounds like a contradiction in terms. Make a note again. Learning point. Well, I would if I didn't put my pen down. There we go. Friendly plastic. Right, well, we'll look into her anyway. That was more of a mad punt because it was mad. And the very last thing comes in quite a neat box. I have to say, a little press stud on the bottom. Again, this could be a set. I mean, the box itself is flipping amazing. We have a check, white glass and enamel, I believe that is. Flowers and leaves. Does look good against a green background, I must say. Probably easier if I do that. Here we go. There it is. That's the brooch. And what came with it. And again, I don't think these aren't actually a set because they're made differently, but they are still white milk glass. Quite nice beady earrings. I thought the designer was called Friendly Plastic. That would be something. So that, there may be stone there that might have come out of something. So just pop that there. That is the collection and the whole collection. So £180, I worked out I actually had 64 items. I counted the sets as one item. So it works out about £2 each, which is extraordinary. I don't know what to say. I'm very pleased, very happy, and clearly when I actually get around to listing them, there will be some profit to be made. I have been chatting for nearly an hour and a half. I can only apologise for taking up your entire afternoon, but I was so excited I had to show you all my bits and my bobs. So thank you for joining me. I will go away and do some research on those very helpful hints you've given me, Lex and Steve, obviously. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of the afternoon, a lovely evening, but that's probably the best jewellery haul I've ever had in my life, so I had to share. So thank you all for joining me, and I think I need to lie down now. Take care. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Yes, I have to keep saying bye-bye. I don't know how to get out of these things.